everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Kara.
I'm Steve.
And I'm dreaming of a good podcast.
It's always good, please.
It is always good. I'm Brownie.
We're perfect. So, in case y'all didn't notice, we've got Steve on the show because we want to talk about Teebcon and how fantastic it was.
It was fantastic. And
So
it will remain fantastic.
Heck to the yes.
Eternity.
Well, Teebcon won't.
Rooster says, hey, Steve.
Hey.
Because didn't you rename it?
Yes. Is going to be Excalibur Con. So, you saw the images with me holding the sword.
Yes,
well,
it's on your
Excalibur.
I was gonna say it's your water bottle, right?
Does that
Show
make
it
you
up.
King Arthur?
I pulled the sword from the stone.
Dang! Did you split the rock? Sorry, that was real bad. Okay. So.
Anyway, yes.
So are you King Arthur now? Is that what that means?
That's right. I'm
He is King Arthur.
of the world. We need a whole aisle for mini golf next year. Yes, that is accurate.
Yeah, we're just going to buy up one entire aisle. That's just going to be Rise of the Podcast. Like all the booths, what's that, like 10? 12
8?
booths?
12.
How many is it? How many were on each
I
side?
think it's 8, maybe.
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me go.
I got a space for that.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
The upstairs, like mezzanine kind of thing. The
Heck
big,
yes.
long.
Yeah. I'm saying,
Right there.
Gwen, I like the idea. I think people would like the idea. I think we should do it.
So according to this, there are 6 per side.
Okay.
Just seems like more.
I think
It is like 60
we were
feet.
right here, I think.
Well, so if we here's the thing: if we bought all of them though, and it had the entire walkway, like both sides, 12 booths.
There you go. There you go. We'll get a package deal.
Yeah. Hey, I like package deals.
That's right.
You save money by spending money. Mm-hmm. Jeremy hates that philosophy. So, tell us about Teebcon, Steve. Tell us how,
Teebcon was fantastic.
Yes.
We, first Teebcon was in my front yard.
Yes.
Like literally, not figuratively. It was like in my front yard, and we had like tents set up and little games and fun stuff.
Yes.
It was a blast with like 80 people. That's fun.
Heck yeah.
The Shadow Zone was the thing we were thinking of.
Oh, shadows. Okay. Fast forward a year to being at the deck. That's a little bit crazy. And to be honest, like in the weeks leading up to it, I was like, will I have to mortgage my house for this?
Well, yeah, I know we talked about this when you were on. How many tickets did you pre-sale?
Not a lot. Like,
right.
Like fair, but not a lot. And then like our graph went like this. Next day. And then it just shot up.
Yeah.
Like it was like the last 3 days, just like you said.
Mm-hmm. It's like I've helped with a convention before.
That's right.
Rise of the PodCon.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, I mean,
There we go.
it sounds legit.
Except that like all the things that we would be interested in completely are a Venn diagram of what Teebcon was all about. So that being said, Minneapolis is hosting like back-to-back LEGO conventions.
Oh, are they?
In consecutive weeks, yeah.
What? Consecutive weeks even?
Yeah, it's like BrickCon and then like something. Let me look it up real quick.
I know of BrickCon.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many things you can go to in the cities.
Seriously.
And between anime conventions, pop culture, BrickCon, Pokemon. Like,
BrickCon and BrickFest.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Next year we need to get our butts going and actually like
They're 2 weeks
do
apart from each
multiple
other.
conventions next year. Just saying.
We're waiting to hear whether or not we get a community booth at Twin Cities Con.
Yeah.
We're waiting too, and they don't announce till like October 2nd.
Yeah. Like Jeremy might even be back, but well, he won't be, but he should be close to en route.
So I'm
Hopefully.
hoping. I reached out to Twin
Yo,
Cities Con
Maurice
this week.
Correo.
So
You what?
I
Buenos
reached out to
dias.
Twin Cities Con this week. Just
Nice.
to be like, I can't find my email that confirms that I did apply. I know I did. I can't find the email. They're like, no, you did. I recognize your name. So.
Nice.
And hopefully be on part 2 of the panel.
Ooh.
Super cool.
Part 2 of like the panel.
That we did.
Nice. Nice.
With Jeremy and
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But Teebcon.
Yes, Teebcon. Let's talk about Teebcon.
Yeah. I think from the response of everybody that showed up, I think it was an overwhelming success. I think people had fun. I think people liked the vendors. I think people liked this.
Especially that Rise of the Podcast group. I mean,
Rise of the Podcast booth had people around it, in it, on top of it, underneath it, the entire weekend.
We insane.
Basically.
Good stuff.
The panels were super cool.
Panels were great.
The Martin Kleba and Leilani Shu panel was awesome. I'm
not biased.
Got to do an anime panel last minute because my moderator got ill.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
So it was like, all right, I'm going to do this anime panel, which was super fun because you probably know, I love voice actors. They're my favorites.
Yes.
So Madeline Morris and Jared Green were fantastic. They were so gracious and so understanding. Like, my moderator called in sick. I'm going to wing this. I'm going to do the best I can. They're like, oh, no, it's great. It's great. It'll be good.
Voice actors are so chill.
And then the next day, I did a second panel with Madeline Morris, kind of a follow-up of our Star Wars mental health panel. I added in anime to it, and we played off of each other, and Madeline was wonderful. She did great and was like super engaging, super kind, super friendly.
Good.
And so I think our talent was fantastic. I think they did a great job. Our artists were great. People said they had a lot of fun. I had no idea if anybody was even going to dress up like for cosplay. And
there were a lot of
cosplayers.
Yeah, there were a lot of cosplayers there.
Like,
how many people participated in the cosplay?
I'm not sure how many people were in the contest. It seemed like, it had to be over 30. Maybe more. The cosplay room was full with 100 seats. It was full and it was too deep. Hey,
hello.
Ray from the con.
Yeah.
Hello.
That was an excellent cosplay.
Yes, it was. Fantastic.
She was in with the Rebel Legion 501st folks, in pictures with them, and fit right in.
Nice.
She should maybe be in one of those groups.
I was gonna say, is she Rebel Legion?
Because
I
don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe I just don't know that. If you're not Rebel Legion, you probably should be.
It's legit. I have a lot to do on my Ahsoka to get her Rebel Legion.
Just a heads up, Kara, there is a prediction going. If you want to put 50,000 crystals on Red.
Red was not having any luck at the convention.
There was a different set of die.
This is true. You
have convention die?
Yeah, they were.
I guess I shouldn't say accidentally, but I kind of accidentally ordered 2 sets, so we brought a different set to the convention.
How many should I predict? Let's do it. Why not?
I put in 100% of mine, 13,600.
That could be scary. If I lose my crystals.
Put 25K on Red.
Dang.
You did?
I still don't even understand all this stuff. I'm such a
Nobody
noob.
does.
I understand it.
Well, you're
Where do I go?
Chris. Okay, so are you in it? Okay.
Prediction. Turn it down.
No, you're good. You're good. We all do it.
All right.
Even those seasoned peoples. What is happening?
What's going
You're
on?
zooming in on Steve.
Okay.
I don't know why it's making that horrible noise, but
Okay. What do I do?
Okay, so now you click whichever color you want. Okay, and then down here you can write in how. You can do that. Yeah, I was gonna say you can write in. Watch out, Darth Gal is here. Shh, everybody talk about Star Wars.
May the Force be with
Is it
you.
time to talk about Star Wars? Because I will talk about Star Wars.
We can talk about Star Wars. I want to hear more. Okay, what was the final? What was the final number of attendees?
So, foot traffic Saturday was 1,300. Foot traffic Sunday was 1,200.
Dang.
So weekend traffic was 2,500.
Dang. Heck yes.
And
because you said you wanted about 1,500.
I thought if I could get to 1,500, I would be blown away. I wanted 1,200 foot traffic, and that's with everybody there.
Yeah.
If I could do 1,200, I was like, that'd be cool. 1,500 would be like, okay, this is the massive success, and we're good for next year. And to kind of blow that out of the water. And Saturday afternoon was crazy.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a legitimate, like big time convention where there was like 4 or 5 people deep in the walkways.
Yeah.
The line for the food was like
that's
20, 30 people long. Like
I was even saying that. I was like, Teebcon felt like a convention that's been around for years.
So there's actually an interview of Madeline Morris. It's on WDIO. And she
really?
said, I've been to a handful of first-time conventions, and this one is doing everything right.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
And
like, yes.
there are things that we're learning. There are things that are going to be even better for next year. And
Yeah.
Like the Rise of Podcast booth.
like with the spinning wheel.
The Ultra Deluxe wheel. Potentially.
Yes.
If we get 5 trillion bits, we'll debut it on the podcast.
5 trillion bits.
Yep. What's that, Dave?
Hopefully a chopper.
We have to rely on Jeremy for that. It'll never happen.
Oh yeah, no
Don't bring up
choppers.
Chopper. I'm talking.
Diane brought up Chopper at the convention. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
that's all
what?
Jeremy. Like, that's all Mustang.
Come on, Mustang. Come on, Mustang. Get that Chopper. We got Frozen Force coming up. I don't
Yeah.
want to have a second Frozen Force without Chopper.
Oh,
Anyway.
I totally jacked this up royally. No,
That doesn't surprise me.
excuse you. Jeremy's the one that jacks it up 99% of the time.
Hey, SMR, how's it going?
I was like, why isn't this fitting correctly?
So
We have a wheel spin for SMR. That's why the camera's all crazy.
Oh,
you recognize that noise from Teebcon?
for those of you with PTSD from that, we apologize.
Kara movie.
Kara movie.
Dang it! And I was going to ask if we wanted to take that off the thing because I haven't done a Kara movie review in a hot
It
minute.
just goes to show how little you care about our fans.
A little you care about our
Here's the
fans.
thing: these are randomly selected movies now, so not movies that even people necessarily care about. I'd be
People can
surprised.
suggest movies and they can make it onto the list, but we're working with the top
true.
500 films of.
I would be curious when a movie. So who is this for?
This is for SMR.
So, when a movie gets selected, I would be very curious to see if SMR has actually seen it.
338.
Here's the thing: if he hasn't seen it, he also has to watch it.
338.
Stone Monkey
is
Research.
The Bandit.
The Bandit.
Don't know that one. I don't think.
Okay.
Not Smokey and the Bandit.
SMR, have you seen The Bandit from what was it?
96.
It's like a foreign film, is it?
Yavuz Turgle.
Great.
Early.
I mean, it's an 8.1. Like, these are the top 500 movies of all time, Kara.
Yeah, but now I had to watch it in Russian.
And Uyghur.
It's an epic gangster crime drama thriller. That's like the thing that you like, probably.
In Russian.
It's got Ugur Yulsel in it, though.
That guy has the longest face and nose I think I've ever seen in my
This
life.
guy?
No, behind him.
Oh, God!
Chris is like, this guy with a perfectly normal face, and
This
then
guy,
all of a
this guy
sudden
looks
it's
like Ross from Friends, like if he was extra hairy.
horse face. No offense to the guy, but horse face.
Man, that is rude.
I know. You know what? He's never gonna watch this, so it's fine.
He might be
right.
he might be Darth Gallum. You never know.
I mean, except we've met Darth Gallum, and I know that's not Darth Gallum. Just saying.
That's great.
It does not look like there's a trailer.
That's great.
Oh, it doesn't have a trailer, and yet it's got an 8.5 or 8.1 on IMDb. I don't know. Sketch. Somebody paid somebody to rate that high.
There's 73,000
Russian mafia.
reviews on it.
Probably.
Whoa.
Christopher. That's Chris.
Is that? Okay.
That's Ryan.
Ryan, we are on the podcast, dude. Ryan.
So now you have to watch that movie and review it?
I've got like 4 or 5 movies that I have to watch and review from like a year ago.
Trailer.
I am terrible at actually watching these things.
Eşkıya.
I used to watch movies all the time.
Eşkıya artık şehirde.
Kan kustum. Ama ölmedim. Çocuğumla mı gitti?
Ben ona götür. Söyle onlara beni yemezler.
Müşteri yeter.
Ve Mahmut Şahoğlu kendisini sürekli geziyor.
Sayın komiserim, izin verin ben anlatayım.
What is this?
This looks really interesting.
Neden böyle kızları görünce hemen
Oh, there's
yumuşuyorsun?
horse face guy.
Manyak.
Oh, I love a good slap. A face slap is one of like the premier things in a show or movie. Just love a face slap.
Hey, as an ambulance, I could tell.
Have you ever seen that sport where
Hello,
you slap
Philimax.
people as hard as you
Yes.
and people are like knocked out on their feet?
You and Jeremy need to do that when he gets back.
That could be a win.
The slap game.
Bir seferde 14 sayı.
Or you can do like the tortilla slap.
Buldum sana.
Yaparım.
This movie looks awesome.
Oh, it's getting spicy.
Oh, they read Kara's book.
They got a little spice.
Şimdi kimi arıyoruz? Keşe. Ayıptır söylemesi. Bizim iyi çevremiz var. Vallahi bilmiş
It's got like kind of like a Die Hard for you. Like an 80s. Like it's 96, but it's more of like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Senin yaşında olacaktı.
Benim babam da yaşasaydı senin yaşında olacaktı.
Russian Scarface or something like that.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting.
Scarface.
Eşkıya.
Eşkıya.
29 Kasım'dan itibaren sinemalarda.
All right, SMR. If I'm gonna watch that, so are you.
There you go. Eşkıya.
When you don't even know what you're talking about.
Eşkıya.
All right, Kara's gonna be watching Eşkıya tonight after.
Not tonight. Star Wars Outlaws came out last week, and I've been at the cabin all week.
Have you
Do you have
heard
it?
any reviews of it?
I've heard it's horrible. It's like
I've heard-
4.2.
Yeah, I've heard it. Jeremy says that it's hard, and like
Jeremy said the words to me, and I quote, "If I could, I would get my money back for it."
oh, he didn't tell me that.
It has
Yikes.
a rating of under 2 stars on Xbox.
That's okay. I want to play it either way and see what it's like.
So I was.
But
listening-
I'd wait for it to go on sale, honestly.
Yeah, isn't it
We
like
already bought it. We
$70?
pre-ordered it.
Oh, that's a
It's
shame.
crazy. That it's basically like what the plot of Solo 2 could be, but without Han Solo.
Interesting.
Well, Rooster
crime
says he's hooked on the game.
What?
Nice.
So, I mean, some people like
I heard
it.
it's
Rooster says
buggy.
that.
Like it's really is what I heard. I don't know.
So was
Most new
Cyberpunk.
game, yeah.
Cyberpunk was horrendous when it first came out.
See, I didn't have that experience.
Really?
I played it literally on launch day, and I had
So
no
did
problems
we.
with it.
I don't know. It was glitchy for us.
Did you play it on PC?
No,
I played on PC, and it was fine.
because the PC master race.
I should do another playthrough on Cyberpunk.
I wouldn't mind. I've heard it's gotten better. It's not as glitchy. I'd like to replay
See,
it. but-
Swanky. That's not to say I didn't experience glitches, but like I feel like people. Yes, developers should put out finished games, but I'm not going to be like, oh, this thing that's 47 trillion lines of code, they got one thing wrong. But none of the bugs were enough for me to be like, I'm not going to play this.
I had bugs where I couldn't complete
Oh my gosh, I thank you so much.
missions because of glitches.
So Swanky says I stopped pre-ordering almost 10 years ago when the company started putting out incomplete games with the promise of updating.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, geez, I gotta make
Yeah, it's still a
6
nice
of these.
PC. I do have a very nice computer. Not trying to brag, but it's pretty good.
But I'm gonna brag. I'm not.
I
gonna
spent
brag.
too much money on it, that's for sure. Oh, really? It's a whole new game. I've been doing another run on Baldur's Gate 3.
The extent of my gaming is Fortnite.
You play Fortnite?
I play Fortnite.
Dang.
And I will admit that. As
Do you
a
have how many?
50-year-old man?
Do you get a chicken dinner ever?
A chicken dinner.
Winner,
A
winner, chicken dinner.
I win quite a bit. and my
PUBG is the
buddy.
chicken dinner, isn't it?
Isn't it? Is it?
I think PUBG
Oh,
is
it's
Fortnite
Victory
is
Royale.
chicken dinner.
It's Victory Royale.
Victory Royale, yeah. We're like,
Yeah, they're the same game.
Battle Royales
Basically.
are not my thing.
oh,
I can't do competitive FPSs. I get too angry.
Yeah.
I just think it's like pff, whatever.
See the whole.
You're too even keeled. You should see my friend Lee when he plays. You'd think that he hates playing video games because of it.
Just rage.
You should hear Jeremy play PvP. He gets spicy, man. He gets real spicy.
My friend Grizz, I don't know if he'll be on tonight. I don't think he gets a little spicy sometimes. He's like, I'm gonna go over and kick that kid he's in his mom's basement. I know he is.
Yeah, it's like, I'd win too if I had my mom's credit card.
Oh, that's funny.
Plus, Fortnite has Star Wars in it.
Yeah,
That's what the
Trooper.
Palpatine were coming back was revealed in Fortnite.
Oh, really?
Didn't know that.
Speaking of Palpatine, I am, as everybody knows, listening to Darth Plagueis, the Darth Plagueis book. And honestly, it should be called Darth Sidious. Have you read the Darth Plagueis book?
I've read it. It's probably been like 10 years or something.
It's like 75% Palpatine.
Sure.
And 25% Plagueis.
Sure.
And it's like, there's no backstory to Plagueis. Like, it literally starts.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it is. It literally starts with him killing Tenebris, his master. It's like,
spoiler.
Oh.
Well, okay, every Sith kills their master. Palpatine
I didn't even know Tenebris
Plagueis.
existed, and now he's dead.
Oh yeah, he died fast.
It's probably like, like The Hobbit was written by Bilbo. Like, Sidious wrote the Plagueis book.
Probably. This is all I know
This
about
is
him.
what I know. I
know he
him.
killed his master, and I killed him. So.
Yeah. Did you know that Palpatine is going to be at Twin Cities Con?
Really?
Yeah,
Ian
Yeah,
McDermott?
Ian McDermott, yeah, he was announced. Jim sent me that.
Him and Anakin, so Master and Apprentice.
Who?
I was honestly hoping for Rosario. I was hoping that Anakin would be paired with Rosario.
I mean, it makes sense though. Ian and Hayden.
Yeah. But for recency, I mean, Rosario and Anakin make more sense for recency.
For recency, yes.
I am the Sith.
So anyway, they'll be there. But Hayden's only there on Saturday, so.
Who was I? Somebody I was talking to, I think at Teebcon, said that they were going to go see Hayden. They were super excited about it.
A lot of people. That's a big pull.
They hate
for
it.
Twin Cities Con. That's a big.
It's expensive, isn't it?
He has to be expensive.
Yeah.
I'm curious what his price is going to be.
Do you remember how much Ewan was, Chris?
For an autograph? It was
going to be $3.
It was not cheap.
No, we met
at least $3.
We met Ewan at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim. And we met him and got his autograph.
Ooh, boy. Well, if you want Hayden Christensen to come to TeamCon too.
Oh!
That's lower. Actually, that's lower than I thought it'd be.
Really?
So, Patrick Stewart.
Sir Patrick Stewart. 500.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna guess $500,000.
That's why I said 500,000.
$750,000 to $1 million.
Holy fart balls, man!
But I mean, he's been in some of the most iconic franchises of all time.
Yeah.
That's
right?
fair. But
Like for the last
Star Trek,
50
X-Men.
years, he's been like the man.
Yeah,
that is insane.
That's actually. I don't want to say that's cheap. That is way less than I thought it would be.
Way more affordable.
By Jeremy.
Steve's mind is now running. How can we get Hayden at
just to put it in perspective? Well, I told you, Master Chief was $25,000.
If you ever get Steve Downs to ExcaliburCon, I claim him right now. Please.
Get Harrison Ford for $200,000.
Working on it.
I would die if I could interview him or do a panel with him.
If you book Harrison Ford, you should let me be his handler.
$200,000. I can't imagine Harrison Ford would take $200,000. Above. I'm going with above.
Yeah, right.
And whatever above means is a whole lot more than $200,000.
Yep. I would die if I could do a panel with Steve Downs.
He'd be a great one to have. I think.
He would. He seems so
we talked about that last time
legit.
because he's like Chicago area.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How much does it cost to book Ringo Starr? Holy crap, $2 million.
Holy farts.
He wrote Octopus's Garden. I don't think he's worth that much. Who else do we want to try? Should we try and get Matthew McConaughey?
I think Matthew McConaughey would be a great. You go with Harrison Ford's great, iconic actor.
Yeah.
But I feel that he would just be there, sign his autograph, and move you along. Whereas Matthew McConaughey is such a vibrant personality.
Yeah.
He would engage with you. He'd be like.
How about Owen Wilson?
He'd be good. A
couple thousand, yeah.
See, I think they're just putting all these actors in the 200,000 above.
Yeah.
And some Harrison Ford's $1 million because Mark Hamill's $1 million.
Yeah.
And there's no way Harrison Ford is gonna be less than Mark Hamill.
That's fair.
No.
Or I would not think.
Oh, gave her stuff like Get Space Daddy Adam Driver.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, he's in that same kind of range, it looks like.
Shatner was at ICCC a couple years ago, and I think he was at Voices Against Cancer, I want to say.
Who?
William Shatner.
Oh. The original captain in Star Trek.
SMR says I'll do a featured guest gig at a con for like $20K.
Book it.
Yeah, I'll be a guest, podcast
Mustang.
Personality.
Frozen Fest, come on.
Okay,
Frozen Fest. I'm just
Frozen
disappointed.
Force.
I'm disappointed. Yes.
I'm gonna see how much.
Disappointed. His day is ruined because of you, Jeremy.
I'm just like hurt.
How much to book Rise of the podcast?
Like $10 and some Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't even show up on
Baja Blast.
Yeah.
Yes, Baja Blast.
How much? Who else are we looking at here?
Did you look up William Shatner?
Yeah, I think I did.
And did you?
Wasn't it 100, 200?
Yeah.
That's not terrible, honestly, for William Shatner, I think.
I'm trying to think who's like other like big deal. What's her name? Like, would you think Daisy Ridley would do it?
Daisy Ridley would be great. I'd love to get Daisy Ridley. I would just like to see her at a convention, period.
So Daisy Ridley,
300 to 500,000.
Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar Isaac. They seem to like do so well together at conventions, like Star Wars Celebration in 2019, I think it was.
Probably.
Like they were just running around out in the crowd and just having a good time. It's like, what?
I think Oscar's a little disillusioned, and John Boyega was hugely disillusioned.
Oh, yeah.
Skywalker. But
because of the hate they got.
If they do have the Rey movie move forward, then I would think you would have to have all three of them in that movie.
100%.
So.
Oh, dang, Anthony Daniels.
What?
Affordable.
No
That is
freaking
a
way.
steal.
Jeremy would die if he got Anthony Daniels. Like, he would
20 to
die.
30, that's like
Did you
a
want to do?
steal.
Did you want to do a bag?
Oh, that sounds bad.
You want to do a bag of bricks?
Sure. All the cool kids are doing it.
Shh! Don't tell anyone here under the table.
That's right.
I already forgot who I was.
Do Ashley Eckstein. How much is she? I'm sure you looked her up.
I didn't because I knew she wouldn't be coming this way. We were actually having this conversation today because Nolan was over and we're talking to Diane and D. Bradley Baker.
I would die. I would want him and Steve Downs like.
D. Bradley Baker has ties to the Northland.
Really?
His nephew went to Duluth East High School and graduated. No, he didn't graduate with my daughter because he was already moved by but he was in school with my daughter.
No friggin' way.
Uh-huh.
D. Bradley Baker has literally been in everything. If you look him up, you're like, wait, he was in that. Wait, he was in that. And it doesn't have to be big. Like, he will do just animal sounds.
I think Frank Welker is in that same realm, but he's been doing it for like 30 years longer.
But, I mean, if I could have Steve Downs talking like Master Chief and D. Bradley Baker talking like a clone, I would just be in heaven, man. I'm just saying.
I don't know if D. Bradley Baker has been to Twin Cities Con. I don't think so.
The other time we've seen him was Star Wars Celebration.
He was at Celebration. He was at Voices Against Cancer last year. He's one of their ambassadors now, I think.
I'll move this over so you can see and then give you this in case you have to build onto it.
Anyway, there's a lot of options.
Jeremy's just in a fighting mood.
Uh-oh.
Clearly.
Now what?
He's challenging everybody to a duel.
Teebcon.
Yes, Teebcon.
Teebcon.
What's the name of the guy that voiced Anakin?
Matt Lantner.
Yeah. I would.
He was at Twin Cities Con last year. Did you see him last year?
No.
At Twin Cities Con, or you?
We got pictures. He's not bad.
40 to 75.
We met him at. So we did the trio. We did Matt Lantner. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And Ashley and James Donald Taylor. We did a picture with those three at Celebration 2019.
Got it.
And then we also did D. Bradley Baker, Billy D. Williams, and Peter Mayhew.
Billy D. Williams is going to be at ICCC.
Really?
$300 for an autograph.
I don't think we
It's a
got his
little bit
autograph. We got Peter Mayhew's autograph, but not
A
his.
little high for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's-
maybe. I mean, he's not gonna be around
He's
much
steep.
longer. No offense.
I'm trying to think of other famous Star Wars related people and how expensive they would be.
Frank.
I don't even know if he's alive anymore.
I thought he was still alive. I thought Frank Oz was still alive. Kenny Baker passed away. Peter Mayhew passed away. David Prowse passed
Peter
away.
Mayhew passed away 3 weeks after we met him at Star Wars Celebration 2019.
Oh yeah, he's still kicking it.
Who else would be cool?
I mean, obviously Mark Hamill's still around, but that's $1 million.
Oh yeah, the guy who did Hux.
Gleason, Dom
Yeah,
Hall Gleason.
Yeah.
And he's got the Harry Potter.
Oh, that's right. That's
connection
true.
too.
People would love 75 to
Let's do
150.
Oh, we got to roll the dice. Probably top down to be better, maybe.
Okay, hold the orcs. Oh, that's not a good place to roll it. I gotta roll it like. Oh dear goodness! Please, tie.
What?
Oh my
Did
gosh!
anybody vote tie?
I'm sure somebody did.
Somebody just got bank. Jeremy did.
Oh no!
No, Jeremy. Jeremy. Did he seriously?
One user, Rooster Sith.
Oh.
Rooster Sith. How many?
They wagered 15,000 points. They won 136,000.
You took 50,000 of my bits, man. 50,000.
He took every single one of mine.
Oh, that was painful.
So on blue, I put in 13,600. DMAT 10,000. McAllisto 7,200. Steve 4,000. Almighty Malachi 4,000. RJMJ 3,000. Gwen 1,000. Darth Gallum 50.
I'm the big loser.
Jeremy only put in $3,000. What a wiener.
That's probably everything he has.
Anyway, and then they won. Oh, what a collection! You could have put in one tangent crystal and won the whole thing.
Crazy.
Boy, you won a poop ton of tangent crystals.
Impressive.
Sorry, I'm
Most
sorry.
Impressive.
Here you go.
I'm still on the orcs.
Oh.
I haven't gotten past the orcs. I haven't gotten past Teebcon.
Yeah, okay. No, we're
What are we
good.
talking about?
Huh? We were talking
we're
about
talking
guests
about-
for next year.
Yes,
Who is your dream for next year?
Well, a dream would be Brendan Wayne because
heck
comes out
yeah.
next year. I'm going
I
to
think
meet
we-
Brendan Wayne in about 3 weeks, and I'm going to put it out there.
Wait, where's he gonna be?
He's going to be in Nashville at ICCC.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So the Minnesota Star Wars Collectors Alliance will have a presence at Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention. Basically, the biggest Star Wars convention other than Star Wars Celebration. It's going to be crazy.
It does not
Awesome.
list an estimated price for
Brendan.
him.
I think he'd be reasonable, honestly.
How much are tickets for that?
A weekend for 4 days is like $180.
That's not
It's
bad.
not bad at all.
I'm gonna sneak into your car and I'll go down with you and Diane.
Should I need? Well, Diane's not going.
Oh, Diane's not going.
Nolan's going.
I'll go with you guys.
You guys, I need another. I can get another booth because we have a booth. We have a booth. We
Oh,
were
you have
granted
a booth. Heck yes.
Yes, we're one of the community partners. So Tennessee has a booth, West Virginia has a booth, Minnesota has a booth, Virtual Cantina has a booth.
Dang. When do you guys leave and when do you come back?
We're leaving October 2nd and come back October 7th, maybe.
What is that? Is that
Like
like
a Wednesday through a Monday.
I'd only have to take one day off of work.
There's actually really cheap flights to Nashville. I flew to Nashville for $200
No
there
way.
and back from Duluth, not Minneapolis.
Jeremy, book it.
It's
Although technically my cousin's wedding is the 5th.
people get married all the time.
What? I know.
You don't need to do
Be like,
wedding.
guys, I just-
like you could meet Billy D. Williams. It's
I
the
don't
last. It
feel
could be
so
your last
good.
chance to meet Billy D. Williams.
I know, right?
He's gonna be there. Warwick Davis. Warwick Davis is gonna be there.
Dude, you should get him.
Amy
You should see if you can get him at TeebCon,
Yeah.
ExcaliburCon.
Amy Allen, Ayla Secura. She's gonna be there.
Dude.
The actress that played Aura Singh.
My younger brother he has always been mad in love with Ayla Secura.
Well, then you should go to ICCC.
All right.
And see Ayla Secura.
Just like give her a full-on hug, and AJ be like, "What?"
She's great. She was at Celebration in Anaheim.
Oh, was she?
I'm almost positive.
We blew our entire budget on seeing Ewan and getting his autograph.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Did we see anybody? I think Ewan was our only celebrity, wasn't he? Oh, you should look up Daniel Logan.
I know what he costs, and Kim Simmons talked to Daniel Logan for us.
No friggin' way.
And Kim Simmons is the greatest, most wonderful person on earth. He was at Teebcon. He made it work to go to Teebcon. He was double booked for a show in Columbus.
It's Ohio.
And I said, no, Kim, come see us next year. And Kim's like, no, I'm gonna come to your event this year.
No
so
friggin'
he
way.
flew to Duluth, which he normally doesn't fly. So he flew to Duluth. He went to the party on Friday night, and then he did the event Saturday morning, and then flew out just to be nice to us.
Did he give you any feedback? Was he like, "Hey, this is awesome"? Was it?
I will read you
His text. He's on a texting basis with Kim Simmons.
Let me see if I.
So how many panels? How many panels are you going to allow me to do?
All of them.
Yes, because I'll take Daniel Logan as well.
You will do all of them.
Jim Cummings does not have a public listed price.
We were looking up him today, actually.
He'd be fantastic.
My literal favorite, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
and
Hondo.
Winnie the Pooh and
Tigger.
I don't care about Winnie the Pooh. He's Hondo.
Darkwing Duck.
Friggin' right. And Darkwing Duck. Come on now. We got Darkwing Duck done somewhere around here. I think it's back there. Oh, here it is. Hey.
I 3D printed and painted that.
That's right, he did.
And modeled it. Is it broken?
A little bit.
Wait, what?
I mean, I can super glue it, but
It's fine.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much for being so kind and gracious to me. I can see this con being a really big event that could draw in really nice crowds. And then he's like,
okay,
we'll be talking to Daniel and Mark Anthony Austin, who played Boba Fett in all the special editions.
No way.
So my next step is to talk to them directly. So
yeah, fist bump, man.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Anyway, those are some. There's some anime voice actors I think would be fantastic.
Heck yeah.
I've got some inside maneuvering on some like wrestling individuals.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got some things in the works. So Teebcon is definitely back as ExcaliburCon next year. I'm just waiting on the dates, but it will be back next August. That's a for sure. You can book it. You can plan on being around.
Surprise, the podcast is going to have 12 booths.
Serving your country and being.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Serving its country.
So I just want to run through some of the most famous voices that Jim Cummings is responsible for.
He was Monterey Jack and Fat Cat?
Yep. So he's Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, the Tasmanian Devil, Pete, like from Goofy and whatever, Fat Cat, Monterey Jack, Darkwing Duck. He was Ka in Jungle Cubs.
No way. Oh, Jungle Cubs.
He was Cat in Cat Dog.
Huh.
He was the
Ray? Oh,
yeah,
no way.
Yeah.
The lightning bug.
Yeah,
the firefly.
Bug. Yeah. What else has he done here?
King Triton in this. Is that the second? No. Little Mermaid Ariel's beginning. I don't know.
He was a singing double for Christopher Lloyd and Anastasia.
No way.
He was voiced Smokey Bear for the U.S. Forest Service.
Literally everything.
Oh yeah, he was Bonkers in Bonkers. I don't know if anybody remembers that show, but I love that show.
I do. It's that. It was the cat policeman thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was Razul in.
No way.
Yeah, and Farouk the Merchant. But yeah.
Huh.
That when he's like, the one that Jasmine steals the apple from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him too.
They don't have a listed price for him? Is that what
No.
you're saying?
Of course not.
No, that he was on our list when I was talking to Nolan earlier, and we were
trying to see. He was Dr. Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog animated series.
No way.
He was the master in the original Fallout video game.
Hondo Naka. He voices Hondo at Disney too, doesn't he? Like animatronic, yeah. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger for Christopher Robin. Huh?
That's green.
It looks like green and yellow.
I'm old now. I'm 50.
Anyway, like he is awesome.
Yeah, that would be a pull. That would be awesome.
Chris's man crush is Jim Cummings.
I have an autographed Darkwing Duck picture from him that my sister got me for my birthday.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Ooh, who wants the dirty buck? McCallisto wants the dirty buck.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Give me 1 second here to set.
I feel that the dirty book is rarely dirty.
You're not wrong.
Like,
It's the beginning of a chapter.
Not gonna be dirty.
Nope, I haven't looked at it. Should I change?
SMR. Jim Cummings price. If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
I shut it because I don't want the beginning of a chapter.
Yeah, I had to approve it.
Oh, funny.
Another beginning of a chapter. We're gonna do the end of the chapter first.
All right, go for it.
A week ago, Zachary replied, his eyes downcast. We couldn't wait. We didn't know when you would return. A tense silence fell between them. Bradford stood by the liquor cabinet, the empty glass still clenched in his hand. His hard gaze no longer rested on his brother, but on his father's desk. Zachary could only guess at half the murderous thoughts that filled his mind.
I think the dirtiest
I'm turned on.
part of that was hard gaze.
But it was at his brother, so...
Stop things. Jeesh.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Teebcon.
Yeah, we're talking about Teebcon, not dirty books. McCallisto,
Did anybody go upstairs and see Warhammer?
I did not. We were so busy.
That was nuts. Warhammer is insane.
Really?
Insane. Absolutely insane. Like the
detail that those people put into that.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah, the minis
amazing.
and everything. Yeah.
Like those tables were like probably like I mean I don't know $5,000 tables. Like seriously, the amount of
my gosh
painting and minis and terrain and battle, like all that stuff. Nuts.
I've got a
Absolute
old
nuts.
Warhammer table that's holding up all those all of the Cam's 3D printing stuff. Is an old Warhammer table. It's just flipped upside down.
Oh no way.
So they had 72 participants this year.
Dang.
They're
Gwen.
already planning on, they're like maybe 100, 120 next year.
Dang.
And Warhammer, it's a qualifier. So the winner gets a golden ticket to go to England, which I didn't know.
No way.
It's like legit. Like this isn't like, oh, this is some cool little Duluth thing. This is a legitimate, like, big deal.
Henry Cavill.
That's what we're talking about. That's Henry. Come on, man.
Come on, dude.
Come on.
Excalibur Con, Duluth, August next year.
That's
Do
right.
it.
Anyway.
So do people come from all over?
Yes.
Like far away places?
Yeah, states away. I think there's people from like Pennsylvania, from
That was at Teebcon.
yes, for
Dang.
Warhammer. 'Cause
Okay.
like I said, it's a qualifier, so you get a legit like invitation to England if you win.
Have those motorhomes or
That could be. That could be.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Anyway, so
Insane. I
Level
had
Up
no idea.
Games in Superior, Jared over there, they've got a big Warhammer crowd, and that's who kind of spearheaded the event, him and Tyler Braderis, and they're already like talking about stuff for next year.
Dang.
And I think it's like amazing. Like I didn't know any. I mean,
I don't
I
know
don't know anything about Warhammer.
No.
And it is crazy. And the convention goers that went up there were like, did you see the Warhammer? And Kings of War too. I mean, Kings of War is like a medieval kind of version. Warhammer Space Marine, so a little bit different, but similar realm. Like you got these minis and stuff, and it's just crazy.
Okay. So where were they in comparison to the panel room?
So panel room, like you went up and to the right,
Yeah.
you just go to the left into like Superior Ballroom.
Okay. Next year I'll have to check it out. How did Magic do?
Magic was all right.
Okay.
We had to change some things with the Magic tournament just to make sure that we pulled off a really good event. and we had legitimate judges, legitimate Magic judges that came and made sure that everything was like all on the up and up, and they had positive things to say and say like, hey, this is how the Magic event will be even better next year. Our level 2 judge actually used to live in Duluth, which is kind of cool. And he had a good time and gave us some good feedback about how to make next year even better. So we'll do that. There was a Star Wars Unlimited tournament that went off really well. There was a Digimon tournament that went off really well. Good. So there was a lot with the gaming world that went really well. Dungeons and Dragons, role playing. There were like one-shots all throughout the weekend. Oh, nice. And those were like packed. That went from...
One-shots are super fun.
Like a couple people signed up to like the weekend. I think we had like 70 people that went through the one-shots. So that was super cool. So next year, that'll be expanded, having more one-shots, having more like themed one-shots. The gaming stuff I think is just going to take off even more next year.
Heck yes.
And the Ward guys with their pack rip tournaments, I think did really well. That was a lot of fun. I am just, one of the things about organizing an event, I miss out on everything. I'm like to the Ward guys, I'm like, I'm coming over there tomorrow. I'll be there. And then tomorrow was just as busy.
Oh, yeah,
so I never got to go over there.
We could tell, like, you were always going about 70 miles an hour whenever we saw you.
I'm like, man, I want to. So I'm going to go to a Ward tournament at Globe. I think it's in October. They have tournaments all the time.
Yeah, they're all the time.
But Globe's we hosted one. Yeah,
I was at that one. I was at that one. But I haven't been to anything since then. Yeah. That's the last time. And I went over to Globe for their release. Oh, and I missed them by like 10 minutes because I was doing planning for Teebcon.
Of course.
I mean, so like obviously the planning for next year has already started.
Planning for next year started. I've talked to the deck.
When I let him into the building, he was planning, sitting at the door on his phone.
Yeah. I talked to the deck. We're just waiting to secure our dates for next year. They said really positive things. We said really positive things about the deck. I think it was a great marriage this year. And we only had 6 months to plan this one. So now we have a whole year. Jeez. So ExcaliburCon is going to be, if you like Teebcon, ExcaliburCon will be even bigger, even better.
I didn't realize you only planned Teebcon in 6 months.
Yes.
That's like mad impressive. Like everything.
So it was basically like Frozen Force. Was that in February? Oh yeah, so it was right after that you basically started planning it.
Yep.
Dang.
And
I couldn't remember if it was in January or February.
And it didn't get planning in earnest because we were waiting on a couple of things. So really, it wasn't until mid-February before we really got moving on it. So anyway, I think it just shows that, number one, Duluth needs a con.
It does.
At the end of the cosplay contest, I went up there and they're like, come up and give a speech or whatever. And I was basically like, we need to make sure that Duluth never goes back to not having a con. Yes. And everybody's like, yeah. So we're always going to have one. Like even if I'm in a wheelchair and I got to wheel myself out there, we're having one.
I feel Nolan would probably take over for you.
Yep, Nolan will take the reins.
Says the Ward guys are at a convention in North Dakota right now.
I saw that. That's BackenCon? I can't remember. I think Dave Wheeler's there too.
I have spoken.
BackenCon.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, really? They got Ming Chen there? That's cool.
What?
Ming Chen is everywhere.
Dude, that guy's awesome.
Ooh.
Hold on.
They were talking about getting Ming Chen at Range FanCon next year.
He's from Comic Book Guys.
Wait, is this an Ahsoka rooster?
It looks like.
Funny. I love that. Okay, Rooster Sith had a wheel spin. Shall I?
Hold on, we're just waiting to see come on. It's after this guy.
DiBiase, $1 Million Man.
Oh, there he is, Ming Chen.
Okay.
Comic Book Man is probably one of my favorite TV shows. The Kevin Smith thing. Should see how much Kevin Smith is.
He was at Twin Cities Con last year.
That's awesome.
Nick.
Oh, you guys got a race on balloons. And it sounded like you just said the F word, Kara.
I did not. Blue or pink?
Are you asking me? I'll take pink. We're going to mix it up. You thought I was going to say blue.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
I meant them.
3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa.
That was very
really close.
You got that early start. I'm not ready.
I forget that he doesn't, like, you and Jeremy, I think, are used to my random starts like that.
Yeah. Hey, Duluth Fly, welcome in.
I think Steve gets the win on that.
Duluth Fly.
Nobody asked you, David.
No, the race starts when I say go.
Yeah. Suck it.
And as much as I want Kara to lose occasionally, I can't.
Roger.
Integrity with the game.
Yep.
Duluth Fly was very helpful for us while we were at Teebcon. Made sure we had everything we needed and
Nice.
all that stuff.
Oh my
Are they
gosh,
like a
Rooster
fly?
Sith, you actual mad lad.
Oh
That's
my
how I
gosh,
feel when
Rooster
you cheer like
Sith.
that.
1,000 bits. Thank you so much, dude. We appreciate that very much.
Is Duluth Fly like fly fishing?
No, Flight Sim.
Yeah. It's Scott from Teebcon. He was a volunteer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's against my programming to impersonate a deity.
Huh? Oh, you're quoting it. Boys color, not girls. What, pink?
Pink was historically originally
A men's color, a boy's color, yeah.
Yeah.
And boys used to wear dresses until they were what? Like 7, 5 or 6, 7, somewhere in there. Ooh, we're gonna go back to the original. Holding out for a cowboy.
I'm holding out for a
This is another dirty reading.
cowboy.
Yeah, Darth Gallen wants dirty book.
Another vanilla reading.
Mm-hmm.
a Star Wars.
Ooh.
There's got to be one.
I'm sure there are plenty.
Are you ready?
Yes, here's how people are feeling right now.
What?
Here's how people are feeling right now.
Her feet hooked around his calves and then rose to his knees, and she yanked him forward. Boone laughed as he braced his hands on the breakfast bar behind her. Careful there, Walsh, he said softly, his beard tickling her chin. While I don't think the universe is out to get us, we have both suffered our share of bodily harm in the past few weeks. We may want to proceed with caution so that we make it to the end of the night.
Whoa.
She leaned up and kissed him again, humming against his lips. And what happens at the end of the night, she teased.
Mark that page.
There we go.
Hello there.
I feel there's got to be some kind of like Star Wars dirty book about like when Anakin and Padme after their meal when he's cutting the pear and sending it to her.
My friend, I guarantee you, there's a fanfic for literally everything. I can guarantee it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
That's not how the Force works.
Two at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
right.
We have a wheel spin that we owe, don't we? Or no, that was the balloon race.
Yeah, that's blue.
All right.
So, what's next for you then, Steve?
So, here's a drop for you. The Frozen Force will be back
Whoop.
January 18th at the Ad Shrine. Tickets
Okay.
will go on sale October 1st.
Heck yes.
So if you were at the inaugural Frozen Force last year, you will know what a crazy, awesome time it was.
It was a lot of fun.
It was packed. So we
Oh
will,
my gosh. Duluth Fly, thank you so much for the gift subs.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, dude.
I
will
gotta find the
have-
sound effect.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
So next year for Frozen Force, I want my Ahsoka to be like literal perfection. I plan on.
You've got time.
I do have time.
You know what there's time for? Getting
Jer-
Chopper done.
Don't mind me.
Jeremy.
You've got.
Uh-oh, a thing.
Jeremy.
I was like, what's on his headset? Yeah, I need a 3D print. Oliver armor, and then
Oliver Armor.
Oliver?
Oliver
Oliver.
armor.
Oliver Twist.
I'll bring my dog to look like Ahsoka. What?
Steve, Jeremy said what?
What?
need
You
to
gotta build
finish
Chopper.
Yeah, build Chopper.
Punk ass B.
We want Chopper. We want Chopper at the Frozen Forest, January 18th, 2025.
Like literally, we just need
Yeah.
to get you and all of your closest friends. So that's me and Dave.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We just got to sit down. We have to have a sanding and assembly day, and then we'll have a painting day, and then you just got to do the electronics. We can finish them in a week.
Do we owe Duluth Fly an ingot?
He won the drawing.
Last week.
Was it last? No, 2 weeks. Or was it last week?
2 weeks ago was the convention.
Oh, so then yeah, last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I forgot that you were the one that won it.
He said he was going to come by and pick it up.
We had the drawing at the event, and that's the guy that lives around here. And then Duluth Fly won last week's drawing for the other ingot.
Okay.
Speaking of, should we get the Polymaker draw out of the way?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's already after 8? Holy dang. You've been tasked with finishing Chop. You're not wrong. The galaxy's favorite war criminal.
It shall be done.
Like all the parts
I
are
have
there
spoken.
except for like some like aesthetic wiring.
Yeah.
So
We need, it needs to happen.
It'll happen.
DaVinci1_0 says all of this 3D printing stuff is just make believe. We just believe we can make things. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We've got bags on bags on bags of Chopper components.
Yeah, it's not just bags, it's boxes. Totes.
I have literally all of the stuff we need to finish him except for the electronics.
I can't tell. Is that connected or just sitting there?
I think it's clicked into this up here.
Oh, dang it.
We have, like literally
Rookie
like the sandpaper, the glue, the paint, everything we need to finish him is
sand
here.
stuff.
Steve said he'll come down and help sand stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like literally like so get the like
Together.
Yeah, get them glued and then everybody can just like sand.
so,
The heck out of everything.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff we're gonna probably want to still be able to take apart for like putting in the electronics and stuff, but for the most part, we can get like the major super components in place.
Assemble it,
Yeah.
disassemble it, finish it, and then reassemble it again.
Yeah, I mean, some things probably don't need to come back apart, but like depending on the colors and everything. Like I've got it all. I've got the airbrush things. I've got the
Yes.
It's gonna
paints.
happen.
I got everything.
Jeremy and I just need to dedicate an evening to coming down here and working on stuff and just like scheduling it with his mom so his mom watches Chip while we do our 3D printing and whatnot.
Drop off Chip with Marty Jr. and let them destroy half the neighborhood themselves.
Dear God, that sounds horrible. I don't think the world can handle those two together.
You got to bring his Power Wheels over and let them race in the backyard.
We'll bring the Warthog. Chip will try to ram Trip.
They'll probably try to ram each other.
Oh my gosh. What do you think would win? The John Deere or the Warthog?
They're probably the same speed, honestly.
What?
Oh, in terms of destroying each other?
Yeah,
They're both made out of the same cheap plastics. So.
that's true.
Warthog has a gun.
This is true. The Warthog does have a gun.
So this is my nephew cruising around
Nice.
like a maniac.
That thing's slow compared to the hog.
Yeah, June, one of David's girls ripped it down the street and turned it and like drifted around the corner. Like how powerful is the Warthog?
Is it a 24 volt?
Oh, this one's only a 12 volt.
Yeah.
It's 12 or 24.
Right, yeah, you can, we throttle it down for Chip. But yeah, it does go up to 24.
Yeah, 24, it definitely needs to be grass.
Look at how much fun he's having.
Oh, you get Chip into drifting early.
I mean, I'm sure Jeremy would love it too if Jeremy or Chip got into like WRX type stuff.
Oh, rallying?
Yeah. Jeremy would probably love that. Formula One is just.
And you say, Builders Mark, you say we need to upgrade the John Deere. Let me know what the upgrade options are.
You know, Vile Mod should get into altering Power Wheels, not just Nerf guns.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Power Wheels drag race?
No.
They have a prepped surface, and they put like duct tape on the wheels, and they literally will wheelie like kids drag racing.
Oh
That's
my
amazing.
gosh, that's so funny.
Man or Mutant, did you teach how to make hand gestures to the driver? Stone Monkey Research, put that kid to work hauling stuff around.
Seriously. Okay. Frozen Forest. What else do you have to tell us about Frozen Forest?
Frozen Forest will have local artists again. Had a really good response from the local art community, and some new artists that weren't there last year will be there this year.
Sick.
We'll have the silent auctions and raffles again. I've got some amazing stuff that Madeline, Jared, Leilani, Martin, and
No way.
Lori all signed. I've got stuff from Dave Wheeler and Dylan Jacobson. So I've got a lot of stuff that will be able to auction off,
Heck
give away in
yes.
the raffles. I've got a special surprise from Kim Simmons that's going to be super amazing.
Nice.
And yeah, who knows who else we'll kind of hook up with at ICCC or Twin Cities Con or any of those places.
I want him to live. Sorry, we're talking about Power Wheels mods.
Oh my gosh.
Rooster says, I heard a few people at Teeb excited to go to Frozen Forest this winter, so.
Oh, guys, and
January 18th at the Ad Shrine. Tell your friends. Tickets on sale October 1st.
that was the.
Surrender Dad Booty.
That's right.
Is that what he put?
Yeah. After he hit on me.
Nice. Surrender that booty. All right. Way to go, Martin.
And then Leilani.
Say the 18th.
January 18th. It's a Saturday over Martin Luther King Jr. weekend again.
So it's really funny. I went up and I told Martin, I was like, I'd like to buy an autograph. He's like, no, I'm going to give it to you for free. We did the panel with you. He's like, you get it. And I was like, oh, okay. So he signed that for me. And then I went over to Leilani and I bought the pin set from her. And he was like, yeah, she had a pin set.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I didn't get to see. I
was like-
didn't get to see nothing.
It was like,
You have it here?
is it downstairs? It might be downstairs in that same tote, David.
It's pretty cool.
It's like this round plastic container with, I think it's a background of Tatooine. And then it's got like a Rancor pin, and is it a Bantha pin? And
Is it like from Book of Boba Fett?
Take Live,
I think
hello.
so. And then she autographed it. So all that for $50.
Nice.
And so while I went to buy it, and he was like, what? You're making her pay for that? I gave her a free autograph. And then afterwards she signed my badge and she signed that picture for free. So.
She was fantastic. She signed on Friday night.
I saw her sign that big picture.
Painting that Danny Patton did.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. So she signed that to put in the raffle. And then she also signed, I had a T16 Skyhopper sitting just on one of the tables. She's like, I can sign that too. And I was like, oh, because Tika the Jawa sells Obi-Wan Kenobi the T16 Skyhopper toy for Luke Skywalker.
My gosh.
So that's signed.
That's sick.
Did you know her daughter played Tika in an episode?
I did not know that. So Ariel?
It's on the recording of the conversation.
Yeah, so what happened is she was doing a release, a record release with Janet Jackson.
What?
And when like the weekend she was going to be doing that, she gets a call and like, hey, we need to record. We need to do some recording for, was it Kenobi?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I already have this thing I
Janet
literally
Jackson.
cannot get out of. And she was like, but my daughter is the exact same height as me. Could she fill in for me while I do this? And then I will come back and, do everything else. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So, but now like there's Tika and then there's her daughter as well. So,
So if Ariel comes back, it would be wonderful to have, or if Leilani comes back, it'd be wonderful to have Ariel come too.
so this is it.
Leilani will be back. She is like, oh, I didn't see that. That is super cool.
Right?
Yes, very nice.
Sorry, guys. So then she signed it right over here. Chris, why'd you do that to me?
Just so people can see in
Houdini.
detail.
And then signed it below the Rancor there. So yeah, it's Jabba, Rancor, Bantha, Jawa. I feel like I said Jawa twice, but I know the first one was Jabba.
Jabba, yeah.
Jawa.
And then my badge. Oh, David, this is yours. Where are you?
Hopefully
That's
it
yours.
wasn't valuable.
It wasn't.
I missed a bunch of things.
Oh, yeah.
So why would I have this many left over?
And I bought this.
Wolverine. What the heck? That's awesome. Wolverine Deadpool duck.
Oh, funny.
And then I 3D printed this when I got home. This is the actual size of the.
That's the actual size?
Yeah.
That thing is tiny.
Seriously, right?
What is that? Like,
It's an AT-AT.
well, yeah, actual size.
It was like a planter thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were gonna holding the kit cards and they were giving away.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm sure like it's supposed to hold like little succulents or air plants or something like that, but.
So, it was 508% bigger is what I did.
These are the badges from Teebcon.
Well, you said you had 7 of those.
Yes. So I actually hunted down an entire set for Martin and
That's
two
right, you said that.
two for Leilani.
But you didn't get one from me.
Yeah, well, you're not Martin or Leilani. No
That's
offense.
fair. That is
Two
fair.
sets floating out there
What do you mean 2 sets?
of those
Yeah.
complete sets that will be raffled off at ICCC.
No
Ooh,
way.
cool.
Heck yes.
Because
Good second chance opportunity for someone.
Josh Phillips, who's doing the patches for ICCC, had 9, sold them immediately. So
No
he's
way.
got no more. We don't have any more. The Pikachus are gone.
Pikachu was like,
Gone.
really?
They're
me, for me,
gone.
it's like Vader and Master Chief.
I've got Vader and Master Chief. I've got some floating. I've got a couple Spider-Mans on the line, but it's the Pikachus. The Pikachus are
I
hard.
got a couple little entrepreneurs at home that they sell them for.
I have lots of stuff. I have lots of stuff to trade. Oh, dang it. I just popped that off. I have no shortage of stuff to get a couple Pikachus. Anyway, because then I could complete 2 more sets.
Okay.
I'm short Pikachu on 2 sets.
I think Leilani had 2 Pikachus.
But not the sets?
No, she had 2 Pikachus, and then she had, I can't remember if it was Spider-Man or who. So I went and got her the other 2, and then Martin a full set.
Okay. So she completed the sets.
Yes.
Okay, good.
One of the vendors made me actually roll for a patch for Martin. I was like, really? It's not even for me. It's fine.
Do you have the badges?
Wait, the badges? What are the badges?
Those are the patches. The
Wait.
badges are just brought tonight.
Oh, I put those. Where'd I put those?
Oh, no.
I put them somewhere.
Oh, Glenn says, hey, where's Cam and his ankle?
I know. I noticed Cam and his ankle were awfully quiet tonight. Are we on the next bag? Do you want to show these off?
I don't know. Which direction do you have to go?
Oh, wait. Was that it for this?
Yeah, but I think I missed some things.
What do you mean you missed it?
There's always some spares.
Yeah, but this can't be a spare. That's not a spare.
A barrel?
Barrels. So at the bat, we had some amazing artists at Teebcon. A lot of them will be back for Excalibur Con or maybe even Frozen Force. So this image was Dylan Jacobson on our volunteer badge. Dave Wheeler did the gamer badge. Grace Lampy did the Saturday. She'll be at Frozen Force. She'll be a featured artist. Travis Bentley did the VIP.
That's pretty sick.
This is very sick. Steve Webb did the Godzilla under the aerial lift bridge for Sunday. He'll be at Frozen
That's
Force.
also very sick.
Jesse Switters
I like that.
did Weekend. I'm hoping he'll be at Frozen Force. He did the anime art event that we did at Barnes & Noble.
Sick.
He's fantastic. Leia Cameron did the kids badge. She also did the logo for Minnesota Star Wars Collectors Alliance, and she did the badge for Frozen Force last year.
Nice.
And then Hacks and Arts did the Dragon Exhibitor badge. He'll probably be at Frozen Forest. He was last year also. So if anybody's looking for a badge set, I have them for sale. I have them for donation. We don't sell anything. We take donations.
A donation of $25 or more. Just kidding.
$10, $10 donation. Anyway.
This gets tucked right behind this barrel.
Got it. All right. These might be extra.
Yeah, those. I think those are extra.
Okay. But we'll have some really cool art stuff at Frozen Forest. That's always going to be a focus of artwork and our local community and giving back to our local community. So that will give money to the Minnesota Masonic Children's Clinic for Communication Disorders, once again. And as by way of announcement, this year's Teebcon event raised $6,000 for the 3 charity partners, the Minnesota Masonic Children's Clinic, the Power of the Force, the Pediatric Oncology Treasure Chest, and the Minnesota Star Wars, or the MNSWCA Mental Wellness Scholarship. So each one of those charities will get a $2,000 check.
That's awesome.
Yes, heck yes.
So once again, like the shirt says, nerds got money. So, and are very generous and very giving, and went all out on our silent auctions, raffles, Funko giveaway, the Pick-a-Pop.
That was pretty fun.
People
I like
were
that.
just...
Here's the thing, nerds may not have money, but they know when they're going to conventions and they save their money.
There we go.
Until some nerds probably have a poop ton of money.
All right, actually, I should have.
And they put it to good causes.
Yes.
Nerds care about other nerds.
Can I get this done in 10 minutes? I don't think I can.
I don't think you can.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
You think I should try?
Why not?
Speed run? Lego speed run?
Let's do this, Steve. I'm moving this into your area.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
There it is.
So if anybody has any feedback about Teebcon, we did send out a feedback form. Or feel free just to email me, direct message me.
Be like, dude, it was fantastic.
Just
Don't change anything.
If anybody has feedback for Frozen Forest, we want to make it even better.
I feel like the deck could have offered better variety of stuff to eat, but that's not a thing you had control over.
That's good feedback, because when I talked to the deck, going into this, we didn't. If we had 200 people there, we had no idea. And now we can go to the deck and say, hey, here's the data, and they already know, because I know how much they made on food. I know the numbers, and the numbers are big.
Really?
The nachos are pretty solid, even though they're regular nachos. That was an overall enjoyable experience.
I had nachos both days, and the hot dogs weren't bad. And I don't even like hot dogs. The hot dogs were good.
What was Cam complaining about? $6 for a can of water?
That's just convention pricing.
No matter where you go, and that's arena pricing. If you go watch the Harbor Monsters or go to a UMD Bulldogs game, you're gonna pay that.
Yeah.
And you go to Twin Cities Con, it's gonna be, and then go to Celebration.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Rooster said the Polish was good.
That might have been what I had. I don't know. They're like, you're eating now. I'm like, I'm busy. No,
You're like, shut up and eat.
You're gonna eat now. And they brought me to the food area.
And then once you started eating, you were probably like, oh my gosh, I'm starving.
I'm like, I'm starving. But then I'd be like, I gotta go do something. No, you're gonna eat now.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you get busy, you don't realize how hungry you are. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry.
The 3 days of the con, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was on total con time. About a grand total of 7 hours of sleep.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Saturday.
Mac and cheese did not go over well, apparently.
There was mac and cheese there?
I guess.
And it was white.
You know what? I did see that there was mac and cheese on the menu. I did not get it.
I did not see that.
Would you have gotten it if you did?
Never.
I'll say their alcohol prices were reasonable though. If you wanted a cider or something, that wasn't terribly priced.
Sure. I only eat one kind of mac and cheese.
Kraft?
Yep. That's it.
My nephew apparently just dunked his foot in his ketchup.
Come on, Kraft, give us a sponsorship. I just name dropped.
Yeah, right.
Kraft macaroni and cheese is the only macaroni and cheese. All other macaroni and cheese
It is so far superior to every other box macaroni and cheese.
I think it's far superior to even homemade macaroni. I don't even like homemade macaroni and cheese. You put real cheese in the macaroni, I don't like it.
It gets weird. It gets clumpy and lumpy.
That is, everything else is like a hot dish. Kraft macaroni and cheese. I'm really name dropping it. Kraft. ExcaliburCon needs sponsors. Anyway, If I didn't mention it, tickets go on sale for the Frozen Forest October 1st. And if anyone wants to be back as a sponsor or a new sponsor this year, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'll talk to Jeremy about that. I'm sure we'll probably do something
I'll
again.
send you the info.
Authorize it on behalf of Jeremy.
I heard it.
Jeremy's like, wait, what? What'd I do?
The Craft Your logo could be right here.
Come on. And put it right front and center on
Rise of the
ExcaliburCon.
Pie. Yeah, ExcaliburCon.
Come on, Roger Kraft. Mr. New England Patriots.
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft. Got his name right. Wrong. I was thinking Roger Goodell. You don't have to pay Tom Brady anymore. So
yeah. Your team's not doing so good.
You give us some money.
Oh, Tom Brady.
Did you see, here's some nerdiness. Did you see Deadpool, Wolverine and Deadpool?
Yeah, of course it is. It's so good.
Nolan said it was mid.
Nolan, you shut your dirty mouth.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was
That's
friggin'
the most
amazing.
I've laughed in the theater in years. Probably since before COVID.
It was good.
I thought it was hilarious. I liked the Easter eggs. I liked the callbacks.
Yep. I love how. Wait, can we? I don't want to spoil things for people. I guess.
I haven't seen it. I would like to see it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I think it's worth seeing.
Next year, can you get the deck on board?
I loved it.
And then the proceeds go.
Wait, what?
You get Kraft to sponsor you next year, and they give you a bunch. You gotta get the deck to make it and sell it.
There we go. Yes. You should just make it at your booth.
Right?
Wheel spin. You get a wheel spin and you get like Kraft.
Kraft macaroni and cheese. You win Kraft macaroni and cheese. Oh my gosh.
There we go. You could have a Capri Sun and Kraft macaroni and cheese. There is your meal. Right there, folks. Right there.
Who needs anything else?
And you could get the ones that are like shapes.
Yeah. I always thought shapes tasted better.
They were more sturdy.
Yeah.
They were sturdier.
There's a certain amount of texture or whatever that I can appreciate, but just the classic macaroni shaped noodles where it's at.
Pokemon. There we go. We could have Pokemon mac and cheese.
Heck yes.
Speaking of patches, you showed the patch set.
Yes.
Nolan and I worked up the design ideas for next year.
Oh.
And instead of one,
two different sets.
Two different sets.
Is one of them going to be Rise of the Podcast?
one of them will be more of a gaming focus. One of them more of a pop culture focus.
Heck yes.
So stay tuned.
I'm very excited. You guys.
I'm also really excited because I'll be talking to the artist in October for the second piece of the Frozen Forest patch set. Last year you got the Chewbacca.
Yep.
This year will be the. I'm not gonna spoil it. It'll be the next one in the series, and it'll go with the Chewbacca.
Okay.
So it'll have a winter theme. Frozen Forest.
Okay.
Not gonna drop that one.
I've got ideas of
Not gonna drop that one. Anyway, so once again, come back to the Frozen Forest. You'll get the second patch in that set. There'll be tons of
We'll be
cool
there
giveaways,
for sure.
Free swag. The artists will be there with some cool stuff. Like I said, there's already some new artists on board
Heck
that we're super excited to join, and I'm super excited to have them as local artists. And it'll be Star Wars. And it'll be all Star Wars.
I remember this ad.
90% Star Wars. Wow.
7 minutes.
Wow.
You got through the bag? That's insane. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll move this out.
This is supposed to go on here, isn't it?
It's supposed to come apart, so we can put it on there if we want. We can leave it down if we want. Whatever. Whatevs. We need to do the Polymaker drawing. Do it.
Oh, yeah.
We're distracted by Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Look what you've done to us, Steve.
I need to get some on the way home. Give me a box of macaroni and cheese. And it's probably, I think it's technically 4 servings. That's one serving.
Yeah.
Oh, the box?
That box is one serving.
That's absolutely correct.
But on the side, I guarantee it says 4. There is no way that's 4 people's worth of macaroni and cheese.
100%.
That is my box of macaroni and cheese. Don't even think you're going to get some of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you come over from macaroni and cheese at my house, you got to have like 16 boxes because that's not, a box is not going to be enough.
Gwen agrees 1 box is 1 serving.
See?
Yep.
Very good. Agreed.
Who's winning? Am I out already?
Yes. It looks like Man or Mutant or Gwen Ellen looks like they have the best chance currently. Oh, Manor Mutant just got a big karate chop. This is looking like he's going to be Gwen. You were just saying you didn't have any filament at home. Is she going to get the potion? She's got the potion. That's bad news for you. Oh my gosh.
Does Gwen win everything?
Pretty much.
I mean, Krabby apparently is the ultimate Pokemon. Yeah, Gwen wants to do a run of Star Wars credits.
Huh?
She wants to, yeah, so that's what she needs filament for.
Sick. We should have Cam's ankle make us some.
SMR
credits.
says serving is just a standard unit for nutrition, not a recommendation of how much to eat. Oh yeah, Recraft a 95-34 drop. That's insane.
That is impressive. I wonder if anybody's ever hit 100.
99.8, I think, was the highest we've had.
Yeah. I feel I remember this dinosaur.
Oh yeah, he was like the crown prince of Kraft macaroni and cheese. The
Yeah.
spirals.
My kids love the spirals.
Really?
Brittany loved the spirals.
Bougie.
I'm shapes. That's where it was. Leo finally shows up. Oh my gosh. Just
Leo,
kidding.
I owe Leo stuff.
Huh?
Leo, I still owe you stuff.
Oh.
He won a cool giveaway.
Yeah,
I got
what did
your
he
Kim
win?
Simmons print at home, and he won a Kim Simmons print. He won a shirt. He won a signed, authenticated. 8
Yeah,
by
he won
10.
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it was a crazy.
Dude.
I got your stuff. The only thing I don't have is the pops, but we can get those. I know where you live. I mean, I do know where you live.
I mean, yeah.
That's not a threat.
I know where you live.
I think I know where you live, too. I do know where you live.
Do you though?
I do.
Mm.
Oh, we should go to the cheesiest.com and see if it still is a thing.
Cheesiest.com.
The cheesiest.com. That was a contest entry website for.
Gotcha.
Is it now gone?
It's thinking. Oops. Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh. They've even updated it.
It so pushes you forward to craftmacandcheese.com.
Oh.
That guy is so happy to have his Kraft macaroni and cheese single shots.
I'm not sure how I feel about the single shots.
Yeah.
I feel like I just got to go with the box.
Yeah, the box is where it's at.
The deluxe ones are disgusting.
Because those are more of like the home style.
Well, it's
that's
got.
like
Does it
bougie,
have like the
Mac.
liquid cheese that you pour over it, and it never tastes right?
No, box with the powder.
Yep. Then you
Box
can
with the
determine how much butter you want in there, how much milk you want in there. Jeremy's a weirdo, and he puts pepper on his macaroni and cheese.
I do.
A little bit of salt and pepper is amazing. What are you talking about?
I do.
Gross.
Pepper and hot sauce.
I don't do the hot sauce. Pepper
Look at this
or
mac
salt.
and cheese sushi.
Oh my
Mac and
gosh.
cheese sushi, huh?
Funny.
Nice.
Come on, Kraft, you have to give us money now.
Look at it. That's like 20 minutes of advertising right there.
This quarter panel could be yours for the entire year.
Fill that spot out there, Chris. Let's get connected.
Oh, should I fill this out?
Funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna not dox
We will have
myself more.
Kraft macaroni and cheese instead of a spaghetti dinner. We will pivot.
heck
We
yeah.
will
Yes.
pivot. Kraft, hear us now.
Then you need to do regular mac and cheese, and you do shapes, and then you need to do mac and cheese with hot dogs in it.
Mac and cheese with ground
There we
beef
go.
is incredible too.
I am open. Kraft, contact
Or-
us. mnswca@gmail.com.
You do a
Go
mac
to
and-
our website. Fill out the connect form.
You do a mac and cheese.
Come on, Kraft.
You do a mac and cheese bar. You just have the different styles of mac and cheese, and then all the toppings you could
There you
want
go.
off to the side.
My daughter
Like-
had a baked potato bar
Yeah.
or mashed potato bar for her graduation from high school.
Smart.
So that would work. Mac and cheese bar.
Mm-hmm.
Kraft. Seriously.
It's a good idea.
Hit me up.
Sponsored by the podcast, too. And have to eat it on every episode.
Well,
I'd be
we'll have
okay
to
with
make
that.
Rise of the Podcast shaped noodles.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Hey,
just saying.
Pizza noodles.
these are golden
I
opportunities.
know. A gluten bun ray noodle.
I thought you were going to say gluten-free macaroni and cheese. but
No,
gluten bun
gluten bun ray noodles, baby.
with extra gluten.
That's right.
Extra gluten.
Oh, funny. Oh my gosh.
I got to write these things down because I get so many ideas. This is gonna happen.
I think a mac and cheese
Where's
bar
Kraft
would.
Are they from New England? Where is it? Like General Mills is in the cities, right? Like
Yeah.
So
I think the Robert Kraft crafts are different than the Kraft Food Services, I believe.
Who just popped in? Allie? Hey, Allie. How's it going?
The Kraft Heinz Company.
Oh, that's Pennsylvania. Heinz Field.
Company.
Pittsburgh.
Let's just scroll down to the bottom of their website, see what it says here. Okay, Kraft Heinz HQ. Let's see.
Oh, Rooster says both are powdered cheese. Velveeta is liquid. Velveeta is
Oh,
disgusting. Their mac and cheese can go nasty.
Kraft Heinz is in Chicago.
What? Didn't know that. That's not too far. That's up.
No,
That's
that's doable.
I mean, there's the Chicago to Duluth pipeline right there.
They're 200 East Randolph Street, Suite 7600, Chicago,
Steve
Illinois.
is going to go knock on the door and be like, they only have a 3-star rating on Google.
We will get your rating
their corporate
up.
headquarters. Hey, but it's got a nice number of reviews, though.
We will get
Oh my
your
gosh.
number up, Kraft Heinz. We will get you better ratings.
Hey, I'm a very highly regarded Google local guy. I can make some things happen.
That's interesting. They're in Chicago because Heinz Field is in Pittsburgh, and that's like the big deal is Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, come on, Kraft Heinz.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Right above the G in Chicago is where they're located.
Huh.
So send Rise of the Podcast a pallet of macaroni and cheese.
Heck yes.
It'll be on every episode.
Premium content is only available in Kraft's intelligence portal.
What? Oh my
Wacky.
gosh. How do I contact Kraft Heinz? 1-800-567-KRAFT.
Who's the CEO? Carlos Abrams Rivera.
Carlos, come on.
Everyone watching needs to reach out and tell them to sponsor Rise of the Podcast.
Well, Berkshire Hathaway still owns 325 million shares of the stock, a quarter of the entire company.
Dang.
So Warren Buffett, we just go straight to the top. Warren, get your company on board with us.
Like he could open his wallet and then sponsor your show for like the next 7 years just by taking a few balls. Like
Right?
out of his wallet.
Some pocket
Come on,
change.
Warren.
He wouldn't even notice it was gone.
No.
Maybe Berkshire Hathaway needs to buy Rise of the Podcast.
Right.
Oh, that's right. It's now Acrisure Stadium. It's not
What is?
Heinz Field anymore.
Oh.
They reinstalled the ketchup bottle though, I think. Did Acrisure put the ketchup bottle back? No, it was removed. Oh no, Cruise Mount Classic Heinz ketchup bottle on Acrisure Stadium.
They were removed from the scoreboard at Acrisure Stadium. One of the massive Heinz ketchup bottles now has a new home. We all remember this sight last July, a crane lowering the bottles to the ground. And there were a lot of questions about where they would go, a lot of anticipation, you could say.
Chris, would you have loved that on our building?
That'd be sick.
Return to the stadium.
An absolute icon has made its way back inside the Steelers Stadium. And no, we're not talking about any of the players. One of the Heinz ketchup bottles that was removed last summer, it's back. And its new home is Heinz Gate C. The beginning of a new era at Acrisure Stadium.
That's my baby.
A Pittsburgh classic coming out of hiding. One of the 35-foot fiberglass ketchup bottles previously displayed inside Heinz Field will now be on the outside of Acrisure Stadium.
How much do you think that weighs?
A large crane and several
a ton, probably.
together to bring
Over
the bottle past the
9,000.
gates and mount it onto two braces.
Why did they take it down in the first place? Just because the name changed?
Yeah.
Which is how the kind of the
Which is that's so funny. Like there's Mile High Stadium, right? That's what everyone calls it. I can't even remember what the name of the stupid thing is now.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's Mile High.
Yep. I know for a short amount of time the Metrodome was Mall of America Field at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome.
You just gotta leave it. Leave it be.
So anyway, that was sorry, Sandy Stephan. That is a very unflattering image for me to stop. I apologize.
All right, who are we rating?
Who are we rating?
That is a very unflattering picture. The poor lady. The poor lady.
Runic Printing, don't apologize for being late. Just be happy that you're here.
Yeah.
Runic.
You can join us in our raid.
Let's see. Let's look up Star Wars. Nothing's doing that Star Wars.
See if they're playing Outlaws.
Whoa.
Outlaws.
Just say.
Nobody can stream Outlaws because it's too buggy.
All right, there are some people streaming Outlaws.
Nice.
Hey, I don't want any spoilers, so I'm not going to watch
Anybody with 1 viewer or 0 viewers.
Although
it's open world, so it probably wouldn't have too many
time,
spoilers per se.
Fallout's new season has started.
Fallout the game?
Fallout 76.
You know, Frosty Coconuts. They've only been up for a half hour. They've got 2 viewers. Let's go make their day.
Frosty Coconuts.
They put the frost in the coconut and drink it all down.
I was thinking, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, a diddly dee.
A frosty bunch of coconuts.
Whenever I think of coconuts, I think of Monty Python when they're like,
oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up the show by saying, firstly, I apologize to everybody listening to the audio-only version of the podcast. Once again, we provided absolutely nothing of value to you, but you can always make that better by joining us live every Saturday night at 7 o'clock Central at twitch.tv/RiseThePodcast, or watch us whenever it's convenient for you by going to youtube.com/RiseThePodcast and taking in all of our past glory. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below to keep the conversation going. This is a blast. Teebcon was so much fun. I'm already looking forward to next year. Like I said, we're going to need like 45 or 50 booths just to hold all the stuff that we want to do in there. So.
Yep.
But thanks everybody for jumping in and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course,
may the force be with you.